What's good, Lifestyle Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, so today we're gonna be reviewing a video from Anton Daniels, and it's of a woman talking about her ex-husband. Now, look at this. And this is why men are refusing to be good men now. Look at this.
My nigga, he wasn't cheating on. He would, worship what I walked on. He was that, but he was too corny for me. Like, tell me sit down. Tell me stop going out. God. Don't put your hands on me, but put your foot down. Like every time I want to go out, I can go out. Anytime I want to, I can whatever do it.
How did it get that far?
If they don't drop a bomb for that,
how did it get that far? For you ain't just learned he was corny when you married.
Right.
Did you marry him and he was corny?
I did, because I had a son and I wanted him to have a family, and I don't have a family. It's just been my mama, my brother, my sister, and just my strong
that his son?
I'm sorry.
Now let me replay that again, so y'all don't think I'm about to take this out of context.
Did you marry him and he was corny?
I did, because I had a son and I wanted him to have a family, and I don't have.
She said she married him because she had a son and she wanted her son to have a family. This is why men are just refusing to date single moms, period. And this is a key representation as to why. So basically, this woman married this man because she needed a father figure in his life and resources. And y'all wonder why men are saying, fuck no to damn dating single moms.
Have a family. It's just been my mama, my brother, my sister, and just my strong
that his son?
I'm sorry, this fucked up.
Was that his son?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Well, I said it.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why it's fucked up.
Yes, hold up. Yes.
So you had to
One mic.
So I was a good wife. I came to bed with the lingerie on, danced and freakish shit, and that shit ain't for me. I don't think I ever want to be married again. But the bitches that with the married men, I feel you guys. So they come home angry as shit, mad because they gotta take care of kids, mad because your wife, in the house, you want to look at porn, you want to play video games, you want to do all that little childish shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel the women.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't give a fuck what y'all about to think, what y'all about to say about this. I'd rather come home to an empty house with my video games, my fucking piss-soaked carpet, as y'all like to say, because we all know that men clean up the fucking house anyways. But y'all see it say, oh, men's house be dirty. Okay, fuck that. Y'all house be damn dirty as shit. But I'd rather come home to a fucked up house with nobody here than come home to a bitch nagging and that don't like me. I'm going to say that out loud. I'd rather come home to an empty house than come home to a woman that don't give a fuck about me or my well-being. And this woman they talking about where all the good men at. There ain't none no more. Y'all fucked up the whole damn thing, okay? I'm gonna sit here and say it. Women fucked up everything. Men don't want to be good men no more because of women.
Women that are married, and I feel the women that are side bitches, because at the end of the day, he want to be with you, but he can't be with you because he got kids with this bitch, and then you make him happy.
You hear what you're saying?
What am I saying?
This is why niggas dog women.
He is 1000% correct. He could not have put a better exclamation point on that if I was sitting there myself. He couldn't have put a better exclamation point on what it was that she was saying if I was sitting there myself. Let's break this down. She said, I was with a good man. A good man. He's a good man, Savannah. She said she was with a good man. That's the first thing that she laid out with, is that I was with a good guy. Then she said he never cheated or did anything outside of the marriage or anything like that. And I'm telling you, I've seen this time and time and time and time again. You would not believe the amount of coaching calls or the amount of conversations that I've been a part of as a result of being visible online and then running into people and then people wanting to be, included in certain conversations. And then one thing leads to the other, whatever, so on and so forth. Sitting at the bar, having certain conversations with women that want to have extended conversations, even though they shouldn't even be there in the first place because they are married and they supposed to be at home and they got a kid at home and a husband at home and they not trying to go home. They trying to get chose. Third, corny. And she knew that he was corny. And the reason that she settled for him is because he was a safe option, not the option that she wanted. Meaning, and again, corny guys ultimately win in life. But y'all want to be with the dudes that's going to dog y'all out. Y'all want to be with the dudes that's going to be in the streets. You want to be with the dudes that's going to slap you up, grab you up, cheat on you, don't have no real respect for you, and control you, right? They want Tupac in a suit. They want a legalized version of Pac. Fourth, she said that she don't ever want to be married again, and she basically want to be in the streets. This is the culture that women are embracing and that they love and that they want to be a part of that ultimately is not best for society, but they embrace it anyway. Why? Because it makes them feel a way, not necessarily put them in the best position to raise their children, be an example for their children, provide stability, retirement, all of that stuff.
I'm going to say this. I agree 100% with what Anton says right here. But I'm going to say this. Women, y'all say I want a good man. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to be completely blunt with you. Don't sit here and wait out hope for a good man to come along and scoop you up off your feet. Just don't wait. Because 9 times out of 10, that good man has been burnt by a bitch like that. And he not going to be too kind. He ain't going to let his guard down. And that's the problem that a lot of y'all going to have. That man ain't going to have his guard down. That man is not going to have it. That's not going to let his guard down around you. That man ain't going to show his emotions. That man ain't going to do nothing around you. And it's going to be rare if that man cry. Or it's going to be rare if that man come to you about something that's going on with him. Y'all have destroyed that trust. And men don't want to open up to women, period. I for sure the fuck don't.
And then she said that he wanted to, in his little leisure time, play video games and all that. Man, listen, bro. She called this guy childish. He home every day. He take care of business. He's on top of things. And this just proves exactly what the guy said at the end. She destroyed. Let me see if he said anything else.
Yeah, you just destroyed
A good man.
She just destroyed a good man. And then these guys wind up turning red and turn red pill, even though she probably took the child out of the home. She wanted to be for the streets. And let me also say that a lot of these guys don't even realize what they're getting themselves into. They get with these women based off of aesthetics or, hot girl summer. Well, oh, look at the little cat, dog, whatever that is on the screensaver in the background. I don't know what that is. They get with the guy or they get with the girl based off of not necessarily where they going. And this is why I tell guys every single day, vet for where you going, vet for the direction in life where you going, not necessarily where you've been or not necessarily, where it is that you think you are at that particular moment, because you're not going to be the same person that you are at 20 as you are at 30 and 30 at 40 and 40 and 50. And so now she's a single baby mama, and she's saying that she more or less relates to the side chicks or the chicks in the street because that's the lifestyle that she truly wants to live. Now, later on in life, she probably going to come to a different conclusion and she going to want to get back with the safe guy. However, the safe guy wasn't good enough for her when she was in her prime or when she had the things best. And it sounds like she's always been for the streets. It sounds like this is the lifestyle that she's always lived. But then, somebody told her that she needed to do the right thing. And then that just didn't align with the environment that she subjected herself to or the trauma that she was a part of before she got into the relationship in the first place. And so what she basically did was say that good guys finish last, threw an exclamation point on that junk, destroyed this man's life, took his kid out of his life, all because she wanted to be for the streets. And it's so unfortunate. And this isn't even, I want to make sure that I preface this by saying that this isn't a situation where we're holding women accountable per se, based off of the fact that saying that women are this or black men are this. This is a cultural issue. This is a cultural issue. This is something that is being taught to us, being ingrained in us. And it's so important for us to have these conversations, because even though we know that a majority of people are what they are, we have to ultimately leave an example for people that can also, that can get the message and possibly avoid this disaster in the first place, because there is a blueprint to what it takes in order to be successfully married. And we talk about that part also, but that don't get the visibility that this nonsense get, because women still lean to other. If the guys wasn't there in the room in order to emphasize this, if the guys didn't step up and say, yeah, you just destroyed a good man, and this is the reason why men dog women, because men that dog women are men that operate in a level of masculinity, because every guy don't necessarily need to be super aggressive in order to exhibit some masculinity, but men that dog these chicks, as much as women don't want to admit it, they love those type of guys. They want.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all want to call these men dogs? Y'all want to call these men that red pill misogynistic and stuff? But let me say this: y'all are the very women that create these that create these men. Y'all call men like me that call this shit out. Y'all call us bitter, misogynistic, mean. Y'all call us all sorts of shit instead of addressing the problem that's actually going on, the reason why these men are created. Y'all always want to sit here and say, oh, he's misogynistic or he's bitter. But yet, y'all don't ever address the women that create these very men. Like, how that makes sense? You call the man that got treated like shit misogynistic or bitter, but you don't call out the bitch that made him that. Where in the hell does that shit work? Bars?
100% love. They want to test drive that. They want to roll with it. They ultimately want to be a part of whatever it is that they got going on. And good is bad and bad is good in this cultural norm that we live in. And this is what I'm saying. This is a cultural issue. This is bigger than, what you feel or how people are operating. This is way bigger than all of that. This is a cultural norm that is being ingrained in our young girls now from their mothers that tear up their families, and then they go and make TikTok and Instagram videos acting like they victims. And if it wasn't guys in the room in order to call her out on her BS, then she would have got away with that, because the other girl was ultimately asking like, hey, he was corny and you still married him? Listen, hold on. Let me back up. Let me see if I can get that girl.
Worship what I walked on. He was that, but he was too corny for me. Like, tell me sit down. Tell me stop going out. God. Don't put your hands on me, but put your foot down. Like, every time I want to
she want to be controlled. She want to be dominated. She want to be dogged out.
go out, I can go out. Anytime I want to, I can, whatever, do it.
How did it get that far?
If they don't drop a bomb,
watch the other girl.
How did it get that far for you ain't just learned he was corny when you married.
Right.
Did you marry him and he was corny?
I did, because I had a son and I wanted him to have a family, and I don't have a family. It's just been my mama, my brother, my sister, and just my strong
that his
ass.
son?
I'm sorry, this fucked up.
Listen, she settled for him. Some of y'all get with these chicks and you are in these situationships where she settled for you because you're not her first pick. You're not even her second pick. You might not even be her third pick, but you're the dude that was willing to marry her when everybody else was dogging her out and making her for the streets. I'm curious as to what y'all think. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link.
I'm going to say this. Boy, I'm going to say this. If it were me, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't even damn do it. Y'all want to sit here and blame men for being dogs and shit? I'm gonna say this. Look at the circumstances. Look at the circumstances that create them. It all rolls back to what women do. It all rolls back to women. Y'all can't blame the man for this. She dogged him out. She treated him like shit. And now she gonna get dealt with like a hoe. That's my honest thoughts about it. And y'all can't really sit here and say, oh, the men ain't shit because of this. Nah, buddy. Nah, that ain't how this work. There's certain circumstances that create these type of men. And a lot of y'all don't want to take responsibility for the type of men that you're attracted to, that you create. But then y'all want to sit on here and talk about, oh, men are just misogynistic inherently. Bitch, please. We don't get the fuck out of here, that bullshit. Not every guy's out here trying to destroy every woman. Not every guy's out here trying to do that to women. Problem is, y'all don't look at stuff objectively, and you want to sit online in your echo chambers and sit here and blame men for every little situation that goes on in your life. Y'all want men to take responsibility for y'all getting pregnant by the men that you say you don't want, but you steadily date. And then when that man leaves you, then you find the good guy, and then the good guy takes on you and your 2-3 kids, and you steadily talking about, oh, he just a corny dude. I ain't really love him. I used him just so I can have a family because I didn't have a family. Meanwhile, that man sitting over there thinking that you love him, and meanwhile you over there still getting your back dented in by the next nigga down the street. Then you want to sit on here talking about, oh, I lost a good man when you turn 40. Y'all get y'all goofy asses out of here. Ain't no man taking that shit serious no more. Y'all sit in these echo chambers and get lied to all the damn time. Talk this toxic shit, and then y'all want to sit on here and blame the man for everything. Y'all get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody dealing with that shit no more. Men are tired. We are tired of y'all shit. And y'all gonna learn the hard way one of these days. I'm telling you. But anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. If you guys want to support the podcast, support me on Spotify, or you can cash at me at $skyrocket04, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.